Okay, let's try and get live. Okay, are we live? If everyone can hear me, give me a thumbs up in the thingamajig. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, where are we now? Okay, hold on. Gotta let the dog in. Okay, we're live. Yay, everyone can hear me. Yay! So good to be back here looking at everybody. Awesome. It's the day before Halloween, All Hallows Eve tomorrow. I've got fluff and rubbish all over me. This thing you can see on top of the camera here is actually my normal filming camera, so I'll just change that a little bit just so you can see. Superheroes! Way, Nathan. It's awesome. Okay, so we're all good. Is the audio good? Bear with me a second, guys. Got some major heartburn going on. Hey, Annie. How's it going? Oh, it's so nice to see everybody here. So, whew, for some reason, my chat application isn't working, so I can't see everyone's chats as well as I want to. Give me just a second, guys. I'm just gonna reload my my chat application thing so I can see you guys properly. But yeah, so how is everybody doing today? I'm just yeah, I had an interesting day today. I was what is going on with my YouTube? Okay, right, I'm back. Here we are. Okay, cool. So basically today I met with Vaughan Vaughan Griffin. I can't remember his last name. Anyway, he is the Health Secretary of Wales, which means he's a government member, and I met with him to discuss issues surrounding things like the autism, access for autism support, etc. Within the UK and well, in Wales specifically. Sorry, I said the UK, Wales. And basically, it was really cool. That's what I did in the morning, and then this afternoon I've been planning videos for tomorrow, and yada yada yada, setting up a live stream, and it's Halloween and stuff. So yeah, I'm spotting the Aspie World merch right now. This is the Autism Club t-shirt, which is super dope. You can get your merch at theaspieworld.com. And yeah, let me know if you guys have some of these. You guys, there's a bunch of people ordered some stuff. I've got some orders here behind me if you want to see. These are all I got a bunch of orders here. These are all the light bulb Aspie World merch. So this is the no tags soft awesome merch, consistent merch. So these are all going out shipped tomorrow, which is super dope. And a bunch of people have ordered these. This specific t-shirt actually online on theaspieworld.com. So yeah, this is cool. I'm loving it. Wait, it's back on. I'm having lunch with my two favorite kids. Ah, that's super dope. And nice to be here. First time seeing you live. Hey, Jag, no problem, man. Well, my first time today. So, by the way, if it isn't live for your stream, refresh. Yeah. So yeah, we are also selling a lot of the Aspie World Autism Alert cards. And again, these ones are super exclusive to the Aspie World. You can get these at theaspieworld.com, and it's an alert card that tells people that this person has an autism spectrum condition, and these are the some typical kind of like traits. And then this number here is an emergency contact number for that said person, in case they get into kind of like not authoritarian issues, maybe if they get stopped by the police or something else, or you never know. So it's always nice to carry this around if you're having a meltdown in public and you whap this out. Someone will be like, oh, it's an autism card and blah blah blah. So yeah, you can get this from theaspieworld.com. The hoodie, you ordered that? No way. Yeah, we the hoodies. The batch of orders came in, and it's really weird when you first start off with a store. It takes a while for all the things to come in, like the stock to come in to get to you, and then we have to like label them as in like who they're going to, and then get them shipped out and stuff like that. So it's super fun, but it's a bit annoying. Anyway, lovely to have you all here. And what's slow mode about? Slow mode means that the chat slows down so that you guys and myself can keep up with the chat, so that it doesn't just go like 1,000 miles an hour, because that's what happens a lot of the time when we're on here and we're just we're talking away, we're chatting away. So basically, I wanted to do this stream about dealing with anxiety. That's what hopefully shows on the screen here around me, and the idea of dealing with anxieties, I wanted to talk about and have like an open discussion with you guys and see what you guys do. I've got so much fluff attached to this t-shirt. It's like a fluff magnet. Ooh, Ask World Autumn Club. So dealing with anxiety, like, look, I get anxiety every single day, and I'm anxious about everything. I'm anxious about, what the temperature is going to be like. Am I going to be able to get up? Is my routine going to be disrupted? Am I going to be able to do the things that I want to do? And because I have OCD as well, I get anxiety over the fact that, am I able to do those things that I like to do with my OCD? Otherwise, it'll cause like a ruckus and then cause it to go extreme anxious. So if I don't do the things in my routine that I feel comfortable with, that are within my OCD range, then it just goes to it's cataclysmic, because like it rocks everything. And I kind of explain it like a dominoes, like, so you hit a domino and it goes down and it goes down and it goes down. But then the idea is that when you're placing dominoes, you place them perfectly, right? And you place them, and then that's cool. So that's the routine. You're placing the dominoes and they're not going to be knocked over. But if somebody clicks one domino, it ricochets everything. So the end result, the end domino that you set up ages ago, I mean, that's just spoiled, because of the stuff that's happening in a certain place, which is just, hey, Kitty, nice to have you here. So, to me, dealing with anxiety is difficult. So I've got, like, one way I deal with it is that I stick to my routines, and I have schedules, and I have things that I like to do. So that I, like, the way I go to bed, I have rituals the way I go to bed, and then I have also rituals the way I get up, and how I get dressed and then go about my day. And those things are, they're like my number ones. They have to be done, and that's one way of dealing with it. Another way is breathing techniques, and I talked about this in a few different videos where you can like do the whole deep breathing. So you breathe in and you hold your breath, and then like you breathe out slowly, and you do that a few times, and after a while what happens is your body will start to take in so much oxygen that it'll start to slow down the anxious kind of horrible feeling, it's a good way to calm down instantly, put it that way. I'm super anxious is what the doctor said. Yeah, I mean, look, most people in the autism spectrum condition do have anxiety. It kind of comes comorbidly with it. Do you think that trying not to be anxious makes you more anxious? I think, like, some of the times it can, because then you're consciously aware, you're like, oh no, I need to be more, laid back, and I don't want to be so anxious. And then it kind of like, it goes on the flip side. You end up kind of being so anxious about the fact that you're trying not to be anxious, which is really weird. It's an unusual one. But the more you do practice like breathing, or the more you practice not trying to get anxious, and that's kind of an unusual thing to say, the more you kind of you get used to kind of not being so anxious. For my first ever singing exam, I discovered I'm going to be in a big room for hours with loads of people before the exam. I decided to take headphones to help keep me calm. That's a good idea. So tomorrow's video, because anybody who's on these live streams gets like a sneak peek at the videos. Not tomorrow's video, it's like Thursday's video. So Thursday's video is episode 4 of the vlog of season 1, and it's all about the Asperger's toolkit. So like what I use, like an Asperger's toolkit, like I use to not be so anxious in social situations, or not be so anxious when we're going out in public, like that. So that the video is all about, like, the things I use, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy that. And what headphones is definitely one of those. Learning to drive helped calm my anxiety down a lot, I suppose. And Craigie J, the way that works is because when you learn to drive, you become in control of the vehicle. So when you're in control, your mind starts to kind of relax a bit, because it knows that you're in complete control of that situation as much as you can do. So the biggest thing in a situation when you're inside a vehicle is that this vehicle is moving and it has traction. There's kinetic energy flowing through space. Now, when that happens, Intoxicated 49, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Here, brother, you're doing something right. Thank you so much. That is awesome. That warms my heart so much. Thank you. And if you guys want to appear on the screen and do a super chat and donate to the channel during this live stream, you can do with the super chat button, which is in the little chat application below. But there's also other ways you can donate, which we'll talk about later on, because we're going to be doing some really cool content very, very, very soon on the Aspie World. So yeah, when you're in this environment where you're in a vehicle, and the vehicle's this huge thing, you are anxious because you don't have control over that. You know, the outcomes of this, you know, this vessel moving through space. But when you're in control of that behind the driver's seat, your body starts to relax because it knows that you're in control of the vessel. Therefore, the outcome is determined on your actions, and therefore your brain starts to relax a little bit with it, which is a fascinating experience. And I feel like this is one of the things. So a lot of people have a fear of flying, right? And there's two versions of flying. The fears of flying. There's one fear of you don't know how you're connected to the ground, which is a weird one, right? So when you're flying in an airplane through space, you can't understand that you've taken off the ground and you're hovering above the ground and then you'll land again. That bridged area where you're not touching the ground is hard for a lot of people to grasp, and therefore your mind races and then you get anxious and you get this thing called a phobia or a fear. But there's another form of fear or anxiety from traveling, especially on airplanes, is that the fear of not being in control, or the anxiety of not being in control of the plane. So a lot of people say, look, if I was flying the plane, I'd feel much more safe, which is crazy because the idea is that you're putting your trust in somebody else. And again, it's back to the vessel thing. It's a big vessel. There's a lot to think about, and you're not kind of in control of it, and therefore you have like an anxious experience. I hope that wasn't just like rambling. I hope somebody understood what I was talking about there. I just moved house and all my routines are messed up, so my anxiety has been crazy over the last week or so. Any tips? Yeah, Sophie, look, that is something that definitely affects a lot of people. It affected me. I moved house 3 times in like a year, which is crazy. The best thing I did was I instantly put everything as it was in the previous home. So in my space, so where I like my things, I put them exactly there. Even if there was crap everywhere that needed to be put away, like boxes everywhere and stuff, I was like, okay, this is where my skateboard's going to go. This is where I'm going to hang my coat. This is where my chair goes. And this is where this picture hangs. And everyone made fun of me. This is a true story. So when I moved into the first house with Naomi, my girlfriend, we had the room that we were, the office here, I had stuff in my old room and I wanted it to be like my old room. So I came in and nobody had done anything yet in the house, and I picked up a painting of New York City and Times Square, and I put it on the wall, and I said, okay, this needs to go here. And it's like a running joke in my family. They're like, oh, you know, we don't know where anything's going to go, but we know the picture's going to go on the wall there. And that was one of the ways to do it. You lay things out. Excuse me, I have super bad heartburn. You lay things out to make sure that you know that you feel comfortable with it, because it's relatability. If you can relate to it, you can relax with it, and then that will help you overcome that anxiety of moving house. That's how I've been able to do it. The rambling, it's good. Share everything you can. I am many similar as you in my symptoms of autism and anxiety. Ah, cool. I suffer with anxiety and depression. Excuse me. Anxiety and depression excuse me, are very comorbid. And what happens is too much anxiety probably causes depression. I'm not a medical practitioner. I don't know if that's a fact, but from my outlook for an uneducated guess, I would say that if you're overloaded with anxiety, it will cause you to become more upset, and this will spiral downwards into kind of like what is more of a depression. And I did like a personality test before because I was feeling really anxious and I was feeling really kind of down, and my moods are quite interesting. I go like real up, and then I have super down. So you guys see me and I'm like bubbly and popping. So you gotta think there's a flip side to that. If I'm really hyper and high and like positive, there has to be a low point sometimes. And I go through these low points, and they're kind of like waves, you know, and it happens. And I did a test once when I was feeling really low, and it said that I was I had like traits of a manic depressive, which was really hard to kind of, you know, you go through some stuff and you go through kind of like trying to figure out, you know, what the best help is, and then the outcome is that they say, oh, you're a manic depressive, and that's hard to understand. So I do sympathize with people who have depression, because I've been there and I do have it from now and then, and you know, it's difficult, man. But like, you know, anybody who's dealing with depression, hang in there. It's a wave. You got to ride that wave out to come back to a positive wave. Like anything is a wave. You know, everything is a particle in a wave. Everything is. Yeah, same. Generalized anxiety disorder is a struggle, and default causes low periods for me, definitely. I get anxious when I talk on camera. No way. I love my trains though. Any tips? Stick to trains. Don't need to talk on camera. And I tell you what, a lot of people, and this is interesting, so a lot of people want to start, and they ask me this question, say, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I get super anxious talking in front of cameras and hearing my voice in front of cameras. Well, the funny thing about it is, who says you have to be in front of a camera to go on YouTube? And you might be like, Dan, what are you talking about? Oh, it's not like the everything of YouTube is going in front of a camera like you're doing right now. And I say, yes, it is for what I do. But if you ever come across those videos that are completely silent and they're slideshows of videos of stock footage or slideshows of pictures with writing over it and music playing in the background, there's nobody on camera there. So I would do one of those if you really want to do it. Yeah, I need to get more CBD. It helps my anxiety and chronic pain. Yes, CBD is good for stuff like that. I actually take CBD oil. I find that it really helps overcome anxiety. Oh no, you meant you lose your train of thought. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I misinterpret what you just said? I talk on the camera. I lose my train of thought a lot. Any tips? Sorry, I read that wrong because I'm an idiot. Okay, you lose your train of thought. The best way to keep on track of train of thought, and I've been trying to do this forever because I lose track of my train of thought constantly, as you found out on these live streams. We'll talk about one thing and then we'll go off and talk about 15 minutes in another direction. The best way to do it is have a plan of what you want to talk about and then have those notes next to you. So you click on it, you go, oh yeah, where was I? And then you'll have the next thing you're going to talk about or the thing you were talking about. That's the best way to keep on track. Do you know about PTSD? Is the meltdowns of an autistic person the same as PTSD meltdowns? Okay, no, it's not, because a PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder, which is caused by a traumatic period in a person's life where autism is a neurological condition. So they're two, as far as I'm aware, and again, I'm not a medical practitioner or a neurologist, they're two different types of things as far as I'm aware, and so therefore the meltdowns would be different. It's called chillax. The anxiety destroyed my life once, but I'm smart, so I dealt with it. Yeah, heck yes to being smart. Think smarter, not harder. Rainbow Creeper, do you have any tips for depression? Yeah, look, my tips for depression, there's maybe like 3 hacks. Sunlight, I know it sounds stupid. Sunlight on your face every morning, do it. And if you don't get sunlight on your face, go out and buy a sun lamp or a sun light bulb. You can get those. They're for SADS, which is seasonal affective disorder, which I do have also. So sunlight, take a vitamin D supplement. It sounds stupid, but it will definitely help. Honestly, a vitamin D supplement, just a vitamin D3, you just take that, amazing. The third thing is exercise. Now, the last thing you want to do when you feel like absolute rubbish is go out and exercise. I did a video on depression, and I'll dig it out in a minute. And not too long ago, maybe about 7 or 8 months ago, I did a video on depression. And in it, I talk about, I went out for a run, and I was feeling really depressed, and I went out for a run, because I do a lot of running. And I run about, 25 feet, and I just couldn't pick my feet off the ground. I was so drained, I couldn't do it. So I came back, I chilled out, I waited a day. Then I tried, walking. I went for a walk, and that worked. And then the day after, I went for a run. So exercising, it definitely helps, because what it does is it forces oxygen into the body and forces oxygen around the body. By doing that, it releases an endorphin, and the endorphin will help your mood, which helps the way your mental state and your mental capacity deals with the situation. But what I would say about that is know your level of exercise. I mean, like, I'm a runner. I run like 2 miles every other day, or more than that. I ran a 10-mile race the other day, which I do have a badge for over there, which is pretty cool. It was cross country over mountains, across beaches, like it was crazy, 15 kilometers. But I couldn't even do a run when I was feeling at my worst. I had to just kind of walk it. I usually have meltdowns in my room, but my parents never hear me, so it gets difficult dealing with it by myself. I can't get sunlight. I have light urticaria, and I take D pills. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not familiar with that word. I'm sorry I can't read it. How did you get your diagnosis with SAD? My mum thinks I have it, so I've been taking vitamin D supplements. I was talking to my doctor. I went to my doctor about something, because I'm looked after by a mental health team, and I told them about this, and they said, look, it seems like you have SADS, so and then you should definitely get this. And then they gave me yes, it's a light allergy. I guess that was what it was. Thank you for clearing that up. And it's just awesome. Okay, thanks Josh, thank you so much. My admin will be back in 15 minutes. Hey Dan, I found your channel a few months ago, and you have helped me so much with dealing with Asperger's. Do you have any tips on starting a YouTube channel for someone with anxiety? My tip would be find the area that you want like if you know a lot about something, so say you're into Thomas the Tank Engine, right, or Thomas the Train, or whatever you want to call it. So you know everything there is to know about Thomas the Tank Engine, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna make a channel dedicated to Thomas the Tank Engine, and that's what you're going to talk about. Because the key to YouTube is that if you know the thing you're talking about, you just start talking about it and people will love it, because you have to offer value on YouTube. If you can't offer a value to somebody, then you know who's going to watch. So I don't know anything about cars, so if I started a YouTube channel talking about cars, it'd be boring, because I wouldn't know what to say about cars. But oh, this is a car, it has like wheels, you know. It'd be the worst YouTube channel ever. But I'm like talking about Asperger's syndrome. I can talk about my life experience. I can talk about the the medical industry, the professional industry, the flip sides, the ups and downs, the parenting, all that kind of stuff. Because I'm living it. I'm lived through it. So talk about what you're into and what you know a lot about. That'll go a long way. Everybody wants. You need to offer value, and there's somebody somewhere which will have value from what you have to say. Honestly. You said your diagnosis for your doctor when you went to see them. I just want to ask whether it would be appropriate to ask the doctor tomorrow when I have an ear appointment. Rebecca, I would just say to them, look, I'm thinking about wanting a referral to a mental health team or an autism practitioner to talk about a potential spectrum condition, and see what they say. I did a 3-part video how to get an autism diagnosis. If you go and watch part 1, there's a playlist called how to get an autism diagnosis. So part 1, there's PDF downloads with every video. So 3 videos and there's 3 PDF downloads, and each of those are guidelines for what to do, like before going to see a doctor, how to set up those appointments, what to ask the doctor, and then after during the diagnosis and after the diagnosis. Oh my goodness! I just got diagnosed with ASD today, but I'm high functioning. Honestly, your videos helped me a lot, Dan. Hey, Casey, thank you so much for that, bruh. When I was in my school, GD was probably at its worst. But when I graduated, I started to get less bad, which is why I don't want to physically go to college. Well, that is because your sensory input is being overloaded by the environment that you're in. So it's environmental. So what you need to do is create an environment where you feel comfortable. So think about the things where you feel most comfortable. If it's in your room playing video games, what is it specifically that makes you comfortable? And so to help you feel less anxious, have those things that make you feel less anxious, put them into the anxious situation, if that makes sense. So sorry, I'm getting messages and emails everywhere. Right, so that's what I would suggest, because what happens is you create a comfortable environment. You create an environment that you're comfortable in, and that would kind of help diminish the anxiety, definitely. What is CBD? Sorry for asking. CBD is a cannabinoid oil. It's a marijuana derivative, I think, oil that you can take, which it's like a medicine, basically. I've lost everything. It's a natural non-sequitur part of the pot plant. There you go. Eva said it perfectly. When were you being diagnosed? I was diagnosed on the 23rd of June 2013 when I was 26 years old. But that was with Asperger's syndrome. But I've had all kinds of diagnoses before then since I was a little kid. My favourite movie is Fight Club, and I actually made this merchandise in celebration of said movie. This is Autism Club, like the Fight Club thing, because it's like the soap and stuff. So AskWeWorld.com. You can get this t-shirt on the AskWeWorld.com. Sally's exclusively from me, because this is the Ask We World merch, and it's how we do it. So if you want to check it out, go to the AskWeWorld.com. Pimp yourself one of these, son. Right, let me see. Okay. Sorry if it was blacking out there a little bit. How to reduce anxiety for my 6-year-old son with suspected Asperger's syndrome. How to reduce anxiety is to make sure that they are comfortable in many situations. So have things with you like, fidget spinners or maybe an iPad that they enjoy watching something on, and have those things with them when they're out and about. Because anxiety for people with the autism spectrum, especially from my point of view, and again, I'm speaking from my point of view, not everybody, is that when I'm feeling anxious, it's because of a sensory overload or an overload from somewhere else. And so those can be, lessened by wearing earphones or wearing sunglasses, wearing clothes that I feel comfortable in, feeling no pressure to have to do something. So when I was a kid, um, going to going outside and playing in the playground with other kids gave me excessive anxiety. So it made me so anxious. I felt sick, and because of this, I excuse me. Because of this, I actually had a deal with the teachers where they let me stay indoors, and that dramatically dropped the anxiety of having to go to school because they were able to help with those things. Um, Keep things really routine. Do a picture book. As expected every day. Exactly. So actually, I have daily routine charts you can download off my website for a few quid. I don't actually know how much they are, but these downloads you can buy them. You can buy them from my website and download them, and basically, um, I'll also be doing. These will be free for any members, so people who are members of this YouTube channel. So you can click that join button below, and that join button means that you pay $4.99 every month to be part of this exclusive, Aspie World Club, and with that comes all these downloads for free. But what I'm going to do, and anybody who's part of the club right now and said, "Hey, I can't see the downloads," don't worry, they're coming. You'll get your emails. I will send you a link to the resources. This is the Autism resources page on my website, and you can go there and have a browse and see those things. Hey, I'm a member. You are a member. At school, I would spend a lot of my time helping adults in the main office instead of that's cool. And going as an Aspie superhero for Halloween, dude, that's awesome. Should we say that we have Asperger's? I'd say there's no issue with that. My diagnosis paper says Asperger's. So this morning, Mo kept calling me a meanie, pulling my hair and poking at me. This meltdown started because I was looking at furniture online. Doesn't like things to change. It's anxiety. I would say that it's anxiety caused by the routine upset and the change, the potential change from that. I got diagnosed with autism. Can you explain what autism is? Autism is a neurological condition that impacts the communication, social interactions, a part of the brain, and it's mainly to do with processing information. So it could be processing communicative information, it could be processing sensory information, and because of that, it causes all kinds of extra added goodies like the meltdowns because of the sensory overload. It causes unusual, habits of routine to make sure that you feel comfortable and happy in those situations. There's a lot of things that it can cause or it can manifest in. Excuse me. Okay, my little brother could never go to a shop without having a meltdown. We started saying that it was okay for 99p Tesco. He now likes going to the shops, doesn't need it now. Oh, no way. So see what you just said there, Rebecca, about the toy car. When I was a young boy, my mum and my grandmother. So I live in Wales, which is a country, is part of the United Kingdom, but it's not England, right? So it borders England. So Wales is here and England is here. And my grandmother's from England because my family are English. Well, some of them. My dad's Welsh, well, half Welsh, half Londoner. But so I live in Wales with my mum and dad. My mum's from Portsmouth, so my grandmother from Portsmouth used to come up and visit us, right? She'd stay with us quite a lot because she was helping my mum out because my mum had like 3 kids, and obviously I was different. And so my grandmother used to take me to town every day, and so I had this routine where I'd go to town with her, and she'd give me £1, and I'd buy this like set of really cheap plastic like bikes, like toy bikes, and every single time I went to town she'd buy me these bikes, and I love it, and I'd have like loads of these bikes. But I just loved that routine. I loved going to town and get these bikes, and then look, I'd come home and do the same thing, open the pack, take the blue one out, look at the wheels, and that's it. And that would happen every single day. So I can definitely relate to what you're saying there. Hi Dan, if I wanted to get a diagnosis, would it be better to go talk to a GP or an autism specialist in my school? If the autism specialist in the school can help refer you to a diagnosis clinic, then I would do that. But if they can't, speak to your doctor. What can you say to a psychiatrist or doctor when they ask why a diagnosis matters to you as an adult? I would say that the diagnosis helps if you want it. Not everybody wants a diagnosis, but if you feel like strongly you want a diagnosis, I would say a diagnosis helps you officially access support and help where it's needed, because you need to justify your actions on a governmental and societal level when accessing support. My son flaps his arms now. He's 12 and he pulls on his shirt. He always rocks and still does. I wonder what he's going through when he does this. This is stimming, so the flapping of the hands and the rocking and the stuff, that's called a stim. And a stim is short for self-stimulatory behavior, and it's like a soothing notion because it's repetitive and it's comfortable. So he may be anxious at that time, and he's stimming to calm down, or stimming to feel that kind of rhythmic normality to that routine. And yeah, so that there's nothing wrong with stimming. It's absolutely fine. Just that he made you feel a bit anxious at that time, and that's fine. I think the stim is a soothing thing, so he is soothing himself. Hey, how's it going? My favourite shop in the UK is Tesco. Tesco is awesome. I know some people with Asperger's have obsessions. Could that obsession be a character that created? For example, my 12-year-old daughter got a stuffed animal coyote and named her Saphira. How? Okay, I'm not entirely sure what you're asking in this question, but yes, people can get obsessed with anything. Thank you so much for you've made me look at anxiety in such a different way. I bite everything. Yeah, I mean, like, anxiety is a crazy thing. So I got so anxious. Sorry, my hair is pretty crazy, and if you guys don't know, I'm growing my hair out. So it's up in a bun right now. You can see the bun. But it's just crazy. It's like falling out all over the place, and so I'm just kind of tucking it up into my hat until I'm ready to kind of get it styled and stuff. My parents own a hair salon, so we're okay. Yeah, so anxiety. I got so anxious once. I had so much anxiety because we used to live next door to, when I was living at home with my parents, a very volatile neighbour, and he was quite a bully, and he used to bully me by calling me names and being horrible. And this guy's in his, like, I don't know, late 40s, and I was like in my 20s. It was crazy. But I got so anxious about things like that. And when I was in my second year of university, so I had the stress from university, the anxiety of this guy living next door. It actually made my hair fall out. I got alopecia, and I did a video on that. You can see the big bald spots in my hair, which is crazy. And I did manage to grow it back, and I explained how I grew it back in the video, because I went to the doctor and said, "Hey, my hair's falling out. What can I do?" And they said, "Oh, I don't know, nothing." So thanks, medical doctors. So then I went home and I managed to figure out how to do it myself. Hey, my anxiety keeps me up until 5 in the morning most nights. Dang, Amy, you need to find something at night that really chills you out. So I had this issue where, okay, people with Asperger's syndrome don't sleep at the best of time, and I have a very cool video coming very soon from Simba. Simba Mattresses reached out to me, and we're going to do a video together, and we're going to do a 30-day sleep challenge using a certain type of mattress. And I want to know if these, because there's supposed to be miracle mattresses, right? And I have an issue. I have an issue with sleep because I have Asperger's syndrome, and I want to know if having a good mattress, a special mattress, is going to make a difference. Okay, so I've teamed up with the guys from excuse me, Simba, which are like a mattress company. They make these like professional mattresses, and they're going to send it to me, and we're going to do this whole like 30-day challenge thing, which I'm going to do on Instagram, and I'm going to do a video here to tell you guys if this mattress made a difference to my life, because sleeping is a big thing. Now, I used to do this thing where, okay, I don't sleep the best, but I'd stay up, and it would be hard for me to fall asleep. So I'm sitting in bed, and I'm like, my mind's going 1,000 miles an hour. I can't stop thinking about everything in the world, and like there's, I don't know if you guys get it, but there's no way to just stop, because my mind's just like racing and racing and racing. So in terms of that, what we did is we took the things that I knew that would make my make me sleepy on. How can I explain it? Take the things that would make me more relaxed, and did those at night. So basically, rather than going upstairs, going to bed, sitting in bed, and just like absolutely freaking out because like I can't sleep, and I'm sitting there just tossing and turning, looking at my mind going 1,000 miles an hour. What I did is we turned all the lights down, turned the lights off, because remember, our bodies, because we're humans, our bodies are used to waking up when light hits our face and then going to sleep when the light goes away. So I decided that I would turn all the lights off in the house so it would mimic actually being outside, with moonlight. And then we lit candles, because candles are really relaxing. And then we put the volume down on the TV and watched something that was really calming, so it wasn't engaging. And I put my phone away. I didn't use my phone. And then by about 10 o'clock, I was ready for bed. And this actually helped a ton. But the problem is, you kind of like your body gets used to that, so you have to keep trying to trick your body to know what relaxes you. So that definitely helped. Hi, I just remembered what vlog I commented on. Asked about 7 symptoms in 90 seconds, excuse me, oh, and I subscribed. Thank you so much, Sophie. That's awesome. I have a job interview and feel stressed, but it's okay, I'll try my best. You go out there and you kick some butt in that job interview. Here's a tip for you, I did this before. If you've got a job interview going, anybody, and you're going to do something that's big, and you want to feel confident, excuse me, do the Superman or Superwoman pose, and then you do this, right, before going in. And what this does is it tells your mind that you're really strong, and you're confident, and you're going to nail that interview. So you've got to do the Superman pose, do it for a few seconds, go in and kick some butt. Remember it. That is a pro tip. Initial insomnia. How do you cope with anxiety in school? Because I have it in school, I don't know what to do. I just chew anxiety toys. I was on a table on my own with another kid who had a mental health condition, and yeah, I didn't cope with anxiety in school. It's horrible. It's the worst years of my life. Any tips for dealing with insomnia? Second question. Insomnia, Asperger's linked anyway. Dealing with insomnia, like I said, that routine of setting yourself down before actually going to bed that's a winner. Is insomnia linked to Asperger's syndrome? Probably. Superman pose works. It does. It's amazing. I hear you. I love the NHS, but they're rubbish. Yeah, the NHS are amazing, but they fail at some things. It's not their fault. So hold your head up high. Indeed. My friend wants me to talk to a teacher about me being depressed and my anxiety, but my anxiety is the worst when I'm in a small room with an adult. I usually have panic attacks. Why don't you write your teacher an email? That way you're not actually face to face them in a room. Oh, hold on, the dog wants to go under a blanket. Okay, come in and squish. There we go. In you go. Okay. AspWorld merch, theaspworld.com. You know it's true, son. Dan, I finally made your live stream at last. Haha, you're doing well. Thank you so much. And I do apologise for anybody who had seen any of the controversy yesterday, and I did put a video up about it, so thank you for all the support from everybody. Hey guys, what's the difference between massive panic attacks, massive anxiety attacks and panic attacks? I suppose they're linked together, you know. So an anxiety attack causes a panic attack, so they're one and the same thing as far as I'm aware. My panic attacks got me so shaking and I cried asleep. Oh man, that's no good. Were you in mainstream education? If so, did your anxiety affect life majority school? It did. I was in mainstream school my entire schooling career, and it kind of like my anxiety definitely didn't help the situation because of my autism condition. The anxiety like overrun the fact that I couldn't relax in the class. You know, I couldn't educate myself. I couldn't learn those things, and so because of that, it actually affected my education a lot. And yeah, I mean, look, every single day I dreaded going to school. Going to primary education was the worst experience of my entire life. It was without a doubt the scariest thing I've ever done in my entire time. Now, I get really stressed sometimes. What's the name of your dog? My dog is called Randall. He's awesome. Okay, so just gonna plug the new things I'm gonna do here. So there's some new stuff happening on the in the world community, whatever. So I'm launching a blog, and I'm also launching a podcast, and I'm also launching a super secret vlog. Now what that means is I'll be vlogging random stuff in my daily life that won't be on YouTube, but it'll be on my Patreon, and you can go to Patreon and support my Patreon by paying a certain donation every single month to Patreon, and you have access to this extra content, which is super dope because I just love I love the fact that I get to make like secret content, and that people who want to support me and support the cause and the Aspie world, because this is just one guy right now doing all this. I'm trying to make the autism clothing for you guys, making the autism kind of merchandise. I make the autism cards. I run the website. I'm going to be running a blog, which I'll talk about in a minute. And all those things, they take resources, and so yeah, so that's going to happen. I'm going to talk about the rest of the projects right now. So yeah, I just found your channel. Help me, I need 10. I can help my son with meds. Please tell me to get him on meds, but I think he will be okay. Got to go, Dan. You rock. Keep up the great. Thank you. Peace. Is the Patreon the same as the membership on here? No. The membership on here, it's the same idea, but it's not it's not linked. But that's a fair point. if you are supporting me on the membership on here, Natasha, then I will probably give you guys access to the same videos that I give the people on Patreon. So you can support on whichever platform. So if you want to pay like $5 on Patreon, or you want to pay like $5 on YouTube, then both of those will give you access to the secret vlog. So don't worry, you won't miss out on those videos. But I'm launching it on Patreon because the idea is that like I want to build the Patreon page because it's just a great way to keep in touch with fans directly, and not everybody wants to do it through YouTube and stuff like that. So that's how we're gonna do it. So in terms of so that's gonna be a secret vlog, and that's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be all the stuff that you guys don't normally see, and which is the other work and stuff that I do, and how I deal with that, and how that affects me and stuff like that. In terms of the blog is going to be more like scientific. It's going to talk about what new studies are out about autism, what people are talking about on autism, you know, the ins and outs politically about autism, and some of those kind of I don't know, more detailed stuff that I don't want to just ramble on a camera. You know, imagine sitting there, me rambling off like scientific data in a very formal way on a camera. It'd just be horrible, wouldn't it? So it's not very entertaining, but it's cool in a blog format because you get to look at statistics and data and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to do that on my blog, which is going to be super, super awesome. I'm pumped to start that because it's going to be on the askmeworld.com. That's where the blog's going to be. Please call me Sam, and I subbed a day or two, and I am loving your vids. Thank you so much, Sam. I almost watched them all. Thanks for helping me understand more about autism and my best friend being autistic. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, so that's the blog. And then we're also launching a podcast, and the podcast is gonna be like a motivational thing, like how I stay motivated, how I, you know, what daily routines can I implement, what can I help you with ritual wise, what kind of stuff, you know, I'm going to interview people who are influential in the autism community and how they move forward. How do you be optimistic about things? How do you stay positive? How to deal with haters? How to deal with anxiety properly, like on a more conversational level. So that's really fun. And I'm going to do all of these things. And the way, excuse me, the way that we're going to do this is that you need to sign up to my mailing list, which is like my newsletter that goes out every single week, and the mailing list is going to have all the details in it. So to do that, I'm going to share with you a link, and what you need to do is go to the link, put your email address, name in, and then what will happen is every week you'll get like an email from me, and that email will tell you when the blog is out and what the blog is all about, when the podcast is up, and what new videos I've got up. So it'll be like a three-pronged attack. It'll tell you what the new blog is, what the new video is, and then what the new podcast is all about. So what I'm going to do is, send you guys a link now to go and sign up to the mailing list so that you can actually just hold on, what am I doing here? Okay, here we go. Give me just a second, guys. I'm just gonna get the mailing list email address up for you, website address up for you. Okay, cool. So here is the website address. So go there. Click that link, go there, put your email address and name in, and you are going to be the first to know about anything I have going on. And that's not just the blog and the videos and the podcast. It's actually going to be about any time I've got discounts on exclusive discounts on merch. So discount codes will probably be only available through like heavy discount codes. Say I do a discount on my merchandise or discount on Ask Me All clothing. It'll be like, you know, 5% on the normal channels, but if you're on my mailing list, you'll get like a 10% or a 15% discount on my stuff. So it's always worth signing up to that, because we'll be running discounts exclusively through the mailing list. I have Asperger-like tendencies due to epilepsy, which is not difficult to understand, put in simple terms, but the result of my seizures. Well, do you know, Sophie, what's quite interesting is that I have sleep epilepsy, my brother has epilepsy, and my uncle, who I suspect was on the spectrum, also has epilepsy. Well, he's dead now, but he did have epilepsy. Now, epilepsy is comorbid with autism spectrum conditions. It means that people with autism usually have epilepsy as well, or commonly have epilepsy. I don't say usually, commonly. I am so glad I finally managed to separate colour on the rainbow strip suite without getting the colours torn. That was awesome. Surroundings are very important to lesson planning text. They are. Hey there, how's it going? Okay, guys, this is what we need you to do. I need you to go to that address, sign up to the mailing list, and then come back here on the chat and say done, because that's what we need to do. We need to build this community and make sure that you guys are getting my content, you know, all the time. And the reason being is because YouTube are quite sneaky. They don't tell you when my videos are going out. So there's another thing we need to do. There's the little subscribe button on YouTube. So you know, you go to my channel, hit subscribe, and that's cool, right? But what I need you to do is go to the channel, hit subscribe, but also hit the notification bell. So here I'm on Sonny Leonardizi's page. So see there you have the notification bell. So click the notification bell. Oh, if you click the notification bell, and then at the bottom you can click options and make sure it's set to all, right? So let's do that again. So we click the notification bell, and then down the bottom show the options and click all occasions, and you click OK. And by doing that, it makes sure that you actually get an alert every single time I upload a video. So a lot of my followers and fans actually say to me, Dan, you know, I follow you and I've got my bell notification turned on, but I don't always get an alert to say that your video has been published. And I say, well, that's because the YouTube algorithm's not letting you see it because you haven't selected that specific one. So everyone needs to do that, because that is the best way to get all the videos that I put up. I don't have epilepsy, but light sensory overload is unbelievable. I need sunglasses more than other people. Yes, definitely, I understand that 100%. That is something that affects a lot of us in the community. And it actually causes so much bloody anxiety. So, sorry, I just got a text message. Okay, I'm losing those stuff. Okay, so let me know if you guys can you read my comment, please, Amy. Where is it? Can you read my comment, please? Amy, where is it? Where is it? Sorry, Amy. There's loads of things going on here. I'm looking. Do you want to just ask it again, Amy? Because I can't find it. There's too many comments. You got to go, but you are God of YouTube. Thank you so much. That's nice. I was pretty much a mute as a kid. I still kind of am. I talk more online. Look, whatever. Look, if you talk more online and you're comfortable talking online, then you talk online. That's awesome, and that's a good thing to possess. You want to be comfortable in your skin, and you want to do you. Is all the merch on your page supporting you directly? We want to support your videos and content, and want to make sure I'm sharing merch, not other companies. Yeah. So everything you buy from the aspwheel.com comes 100% from me. And here's another little cool thing, guys. I pack every single piece of merch. Look, I've got it all here. I take your merch orders. I find the size that you want. This is light bulb. This is the autism friendly clothing, which is basically soft. It's got no tags and it's consistent. So I take all of these. I take all the orders and I pack every single one. So I hold everybody's order and I put it into a bag and I send it to you. So don't worry about it. Everything is done by me here, which is cool, and I love that. I love that connection between you guys. I said I hate college so much because of belief for my ADHD, anxiety, and autism. Even teachers pick on me, and I've been bullied. That is horrible. That you need to take that higher and tell them that you're being bullied at those levels, because they have a duty of care to make sure, and if they don't, you can sue them. I can't read that. A lot of words I can't read. I love your channel. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of you guys. You're awesome. Just drinking my water. Got to stay hydrated, son. So there's multiple ways of supporting me. So sign up to my mailing list, number one, because you get all the information as it happens. So as soon as new information comes out, as soon as I've got more content that needs to go out, you get alerted every single time. So you get that email, you go, bang, Dan's got a new video out, bang, Dan's got new merch going out, or bang, Dan's got a podcast up and I don't want to miss it, you know what I mean? So make sure you sign up. The superhero squad, that's what we are. We're a superhero squad and a family, and I'm trying my best to make myself available to you guys so that you can see everything I put out. And there's the thing again, so click that link, put your email address and name in, and make sure you sign up to the mailing list, because it's very, very vitally important that we stay in communication, because the algorithms on YouTube and Facebook make it really difficult for me to send a message to every single person. But if you sign up to a mailing list, everybody gets that message. I send one message out and everybody gets it, which is super, super awesome. Have I heard back from the train company? No, the train company just said, oh, we'll refund. Go and find the refund, and that's the end of it. They didn't actually support it. They were horrible about it. Horrible. I got screwed on my workman's comp because I pretty much didn't report it. Yeah, you see, you need to report people. There's a duty of care that people need to kind of respect. Okay, so you can also, if you wanted to donate to the Aspie World, you can donate. Give me a second. So there's you can donate through this like super chat on here. So there's a thing called super chat where you can donate money directly to me on here. Oh, I'm trying to find the. There's also a PayPal donation link as well. I'm trying to find the PayPal donation link. Huh. Where's my PayPal donation link? That's really, really weird. Let me find it for you guys. So basically, there's a PayPal donation link that you can go to you can go to the Aspie World, and you can just like, you know, what if you want to like, I don't know, do like $1 or $10 or whatever. If you want to donate to the cause, you can actually do it through the donation link, and that's really interesting. I didn't realize we could do that. So I set it up pretty recently, and I'm gonna try and find it for you guys now. There we go. I found it. Okay. So here is the link. So it's paypal.me/the Aspie World. So if you wanted to just randomly go, okay, Dan, look, we want to support the channel, and all donations are gratefully received. Honestly, it's like I said, it's just me like working this channel, and like it's super like there's so much to do. Virgin chains are horrible. They are horrible. No diagnosis yet. Ryan, you hang in there. You will get a diagnosis. Watch your merch link. My merch link is theaspieworld.com. So you can go to theaspieworld.com, and I'll do that right now. Theaspieworld.com. And so there's two types of merch. You can get like merch like this, which is like autism kind of like designed merch. But you can also buy autism friendly clothing, which is basically like hoodies and t-shirts that I make that has no tags, and it's soft and it's comfy. So, one last question. Your videos inspired an acceptance photo shoot project. Can I share your links as my inspiration and information on the ASD project? Yeah, of course, definitely. Please do that. But also, Natasha, can you email the project to me? Maybe I can share it around my socials and people can see the awesome work that you've done. That'd be awesome. Do you celebrate Halloween in the United Kingdom in Britain, Dan? Yes, I do. It's Halloween tomorrow. Super pumped about it. There's so many pumpkins around, and there's lots going on. And guys, this is something I was going to ask you guys. So as well as YouTube, what I do as like a side hustle is I go to thrift stores and I flip stuff, right? So right now I found this like 90s troll doll in a store, like a thrift store. So I've tidied it up and I'm going to put it on eBay, and I do stuff like that all the time. And so this is called flipping. So I go to charity shops or like garage sales and car boot sales, and I find old items that I know are worth some money, and I give them like the bottom dollar what they're paying for it. Then I take it home and I tidy it up and I put it on eBay and I sell it and I make a profit. And I love doing that. It's like a huge hustle for me. I don't know why, I just get super excited about it and I feel like I'm good at it. So would you guys like to see that content? Is that something you'd like to see? I don't know if anybody would be interested in it. It's just a cool way to make some extra money if you're like down on cash. It's a great way for students to make money. And I just thought that, okay, it's not related to autism, or maybe it is because I was obsessed with it. I learned loads about eBay. I learned loads about flipping stuff. If you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to know if you'd like to see videos on that as well. I love Halloween. The only thing that drives me nuts smells and textures of the inside. Yes, definitely. The Halloween masks are horrible. They stink disgustingly. When I was a baby, I had a febrile seizure. I stopped breathing. Ouch, no way. Oh, that's incredible. Bring Randy out. We want to see him. Oh, he's sleeping. He's in his bed sleeping. Okay, guys, it's time of the video where I'm going to ask you guys to do a follow frenzy. So everybody go to Twitter and Instagram and follow me, and I'll follow you back because that's what I love to do. So this is my Twitter account. So it's just the Aspie World. Oh, whatever. So there you go. You can see it's at the Aspie World. If you go there right now and follow me, I'll follow you right back because I love everybody who follows me. And oh, we got a tweet from. Okay, so if you go there and follow me, okay, so also Instagram's exactly the same. If you go to Instagram, type in the Aspie World, and then you'll find me, and then I will follow you straight back because I absolutely love every single one of you guys who follow me. So there is the Aspie World. Go there right now. If you click follow, look, so what we're on 4,299. Goodness me, let's try and get this to, I really want to get to like 5,000. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to 10,000 on Instagram, because when I get to 10,000 on Instagram, I when I get to 10,000 on Instagram, I'm able to use the swipe up feature, and I need to do that to try and link people to videos on Instagram. It's really difficult to link people to videos on Instagram without having that swipe up feature. But they won't give it to me until 10,000. Goodness me, terrible. I already follow you, dude. Yeah, I know, because me and JT Smetana are good buddies, and I'm going to send him a care package. And I bought a Lion Bar today. It was inspired by him, so I'm going to send him a care package very, very soon. He's a cool friend of mine. He also supports me on Patreon, so he's going to get all the new vlogs soon as well. I follow you, dude. I do follow you. What? Okay, I don't believe this for a second, guys. I must follow him. How do I not follow him? Let me have a look. This is unbelievable. What? Oh, shoot. I didn't follow him. Dude, Justin, like, why wasn't I following you? Okay, I've rectified that. I'm following you now, Justin, which is really weird. That was never supposed to be like, that's really weird. I don't understand why. Hey, I just subscribed to your YouTube channel recently. I'm 19 years old. Awesome. So you did what bag edition? So what's in my bag edition, which is cool. Thanks, dude. That's awesome. Right, Dan. I'm sorry I've gone for so long. I had to do something. Don't worry about it. Okay, so who's followed me on where? Let me have a look here now. So Twitter or Instagram? Okay, so Instagram. Where are we now? So follow. Yeah, wow, that's an interesting name on Instagram. Okay, so we're gonna go to Twitter and see if anyone's followed. Okay, you guys have followed me. Follow. Awesome, love it. You guys are just like so dope. See, this is why we're the dopest squad on the internet, because you know loads of YouTubers don't follow people. They don't. Oh, you know, I'm not gonna follow that person because they want loads of followers and they want to follow nobody because it makes them look stupid or they have like some superiority complex. But nah, man, I'm all about sharing that love, following people who are inspiring, following people who are interesting. You guys are my family. You guys are interesting, and I love each and every one of you. So it's up to me to make sure that I follow you guys because awesome. I already followed you. I follow you everywhere. Sounding like a stalker. No, you don't sound like a stalker. I bet you don't follow me everywhere. These are some of the other platforms I've got. I've got YouNow, Vero, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Tumblr, Reddit, Periscope, Snapchat, Patreon, Quora, Google+, Discord, Imgur, Twitch, WeHeartIt, Live.me, Rise, Streamables, Darby, WordPress, and I think that's all the social media I have. You are the dopest I've met. Even though you do not smoke marijuana. Did I hear TikTok? Yes, indeed. I'm on TikTok. You guys can get me on TikTok. If you search for the Ask Me World on TikTok, you can get me on there as well. I'm on every single social media platform that exists. Every single one. Yes, of course I'll follow you. Send me a message and say, hey Dan, I follow you. You need to follow me back, and I'll follow you. And added you on Snapchat, and I really want to work with kids when I'm older. Oh, cool. Right. Nightbot, did you want to posting the merch link? What? Nightbot, why did you warn me for posting the merch link? That's really weird. Sorry. Crazy. Okay, dude, I need a list. I follow you almost everywhere. Whoa. See, everyone needs to get on that follow. Start following me on TikTok and everywhere else in the world. I look, this is all my social media. Look, let me try and show you guys. This is how crazy. Look, this is my social media page. Look at all these social media apps. So this is my iPhone with my social media apps. And then there's some more up the top there. Look at that. You're not on Ditty or PlayStation Network if they count. What is Ditty? PlayStation Network, I don't own a PlayStation. Whoa, he missed it again. Mods, can you tell him about it? I cannot sign up and have missed another video too. Okay, so Green Rock. Again, I'm going to show you guys one more time the trick. So if you want to see every single video I put out and my live streams, this is what you need to do. You need to go to you need to click on the notification bell and then go down to the bottom and click that little options tab. Oh, I missed it. Okay, so click the notification bell, click the options tab, and make sure it's set to all because it says occasionally on most people's, which is annoying. So and click the includes creators post because I put posts up and stuff as well. So that's what you need to do. Dan, you should demo on me. You should do a demo. What? I like blue. My favorite color is aquamarine. Oh, that is a nice color. Ditty is the music generating thing for videos. Oh, okay. After my father died, it seems that I have relapsed if that's possible. I still have my absent seizures. Yeah, no, it's Blue is the best. And look, it is possible to relapse after something horrific happens, like losing somebody, especially a father. And it does take time. Again, it's a wave. So, you might have felt like you were okay and then you've kind of lapsed, but it's not a lapse. It's because it's a wave. You were okay. It happened and then you started getting better. And then it goes back down again and then it's like better. What will happen with death, okay, is this. And I'm sort of slightly going off, but this is important. So, it's like this at first. You're going up and down, and then it will start to bellow off. The wave will start to bellow off, and then all of a sudden the wave will just stop and calm. Just like if you were in a storm, right? In a storm in water, and the water's flashing about all the place, and the waves are going everywhere. And this is what it's like. Life's like this. One day you're up here, and then the next day you're down here, and then it'll start to calm out, and eventually, after a few years, you'll just calm down. And that is important to remember. Anybody who's going through any grief or bereavement, that's important to remember. Hi, I have stigmatized in my eyes, which by one of those cards I can't because I can't register. What? Can you talk to him? I really want to buy one of those cards, but I can't because I can't register. I don't know what's going on. So you can go to the aspworld.com. Let me link you directly to the Autism Alert cards. So the cards that I was showing you then, these cards, I will link to you right now in the chat box below. So this is a direct link to the Autism Alert cards. So there you go. So if you can click that link, you can buy this actual Autism Alert card. Hi Dan, we're doing our homeschool class right now. Life with Asperger's, and you are our class today, and every hi from Nathan and Sharon. What? Every day. Hi from Nathan and Sharon. Hi Nathan, hi Sharon, how's it going? Have you ever experienced sleep anxiety? I'm not entirely sure what that would classify as. Dan, one day I show you your channel to my teacher so she should know a lot of me. Yeah, that's awesome. What is your next video about, Daniel? My next video is about a Asperger's toolkit, so an Asperger's survival kit. That's what it's about. Asperger's survival kit, and it's out on Thursday. Asperger's survival kit. It's episode 4 of the vlog, season 1 vlog that I'm doing, because I'm doing these kind of educational vlogs right now, which is what I'm trying to do more of, which is super awesome, and I love that. So Dan, I think they mean it won't let them create an account. Do you prefer being called Dan or Daniel? I prefer being called whatever. Dan, Daniel, doesn't matter to me. You don't have to create an account. You can actually buy it with a without an account. You can just add to basket, and what will happen is you just log out as a guest. You don't have to create an account. If you're clicking on the mailing list link, then you'll have to create. You'll have to sign up and register to it, but you don't have to create an account. There's a guest logout on it. Don't worry, you don't have to create an account. Just go through it. If you still get issues, maybe I can. It was a bit slow when I signed up. Maybe it's so many people are on it. I just found out that I'm on the spectrum at 55 of 4 kids, 2 ASD, all of them have ADHD, level 3 autism. Thank you for videos to help. Hey, Teresa, that is a fascinating thing to have to deal with, and my full support goes out to you guys, and I hope my videos find you some comfort and help. Dan, did you do Power Rangers merch? And forgive me if I heard wrong, but it's not on your website. That's absolutely right. Power Ranger merch, Doctor Who merch, Thomas the Tank Engine merch, and there's another one are coming out. They're going to be the second run of merch, because we have currently Minecraft, the Fight Club one, and the other one, which is the GTA one, so the Grand Theft Autism one. So they're the merch that's out now. So the season 2 merch is going to come out, and it's going to be Doctor Who, Power Rangers, and Thomas the Tank. There you go. What lighting do you like best? I can't stand white lights. I like good lighting, but I don't like bright, brilliant white lighting, if that makes sense. I'm not entirely sure. So I love Marvel, Dan. Marvel is dope, dude. All the Strong Stones is like, okay. Right, so guys, with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you for all the follows and the likes and all the stuff. Just making sure that I'm following all you guys who follow me on Twitter and Insties. Where are we now? Where's my Instagram gone? Oh, I lost my Instagram. Okay. Okay, I see the rest of you guys here now. Okay, cool. So, anybody watching it on the replay, do the same thing. You guys are the most dopest squad in the entire universe. Please do me a favour, sign up to the mailing list. Then sign up to my on the subscribe button, make sure you hit the bell notification and click the options to make sure that you receive all notifications, including my community posts, to keep in touch and in contact with me, because that's the best way we're going to keep in contact. So notifications, mailing list, that's going to do it. Also, there is a link to the Discord, so if you want to have a discussion, an open free chat with everybody as part of this community, there is a Discord link in the chat right now and in the description of every single video I release, and also the Discord will be linked in the video. Sorry, also the Discord link will be linked in every email that goes out on the mailing, so you never lose one. So thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you next week at this time for another live stream, and I will see you guys on Thursday for a video which is going to be super dope. Superhero Squad, you guys are amazing, you guys are awesome, keep killing it, keep being awesome, keep being you, keep being different, define all the odds. Don't let haters get you down. Don't let bullies bully you to the ground, because it's not worth it. They're not worth your time. Don't waste your breath on them. And from now, from me to you guys, I'll see you next week. Peace.